Hello and welcome everybody to another walkthrough of MyMaths. It's task 215, plotting graphs 3, quadratics. The thing about about quadratics, it's when you've got an equation y equals something to do with x squared, then plus x, then plus a number, but the highest power of x is x squared. Now if it's an x squared, then we know it's going to be u-shaped. If it's a minus x squared, then it's just going to be that shape, upside down u or n shape. So I'm looking for this graph. When we draw it, we can draw it with a nice smooth curve, although I'm not the greatest artist in the world. Here we go. Okay, so I'm given an equation, I'm given a table, I have to work out all the values, I have to plot all the values, and then just join them all up with a curve. So I've got this equation, y is equal to x squared plus 1, here's my x values, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2, and all I've got to do is put these into the equation. So I'm going to start by taking my calculator and typing in this equation. But instead of typing x, I'm just going to put brackets where the x's are. So I've got something squared plus 1. So that's the equation I'm going to type into the calculator. So here we go. I've got bracket squared plus 1. So that's my equation, x squared plus 1. And now I've just got to run through these numbers through the calculator. Now I always start at the end and work backwards to get to the negatives at the last point. So I put 2 in here. And now I end up with 5 to start with, so that's a 5, and then all I do is press the back arrow key on my calculator, go back to where the 2 is, delete it, and then put 1 in instead for x. So when x is 1, our y value turned out to be 2. Go back, change the 1 to a 0, and you're going to get 1. Go back, change the 0 to minus 1, press equals, and you're going to get 2, and then we can sort of say the next one's going to be 5, because remember it's going to be the U shape, and that's going to be the turning point. It's turned around, you get 2, 2, 5, 5. But let's just check. So go back, delete the minus 1, change to a minus 2, press equals, and there it is, the number 5 as we expected. Come to the graph now and just plot the points. So I'm going with 2, 5 is up here, so there's 2, 5. 1, 2, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, minus 1, and then 2, minus 1, 2 is here, and the last value 2, 5, 2, 5, oh sorry, minus 2, 5, up here somewhere. So there's the values plotted in, and then I have to try and draw a smooth curve, and I'm a bit rubbish at that. So go up to there, that seems okay to me. Come down, oops, pencil needs to sharpen. Let's do that next lesson, and that's where I got a bit rubbish, bit wobbly all over the place. Right, on the next question, we're going to do the same routine, except we aren't given any values to put in this time. So what should we put in? I think if we, I don't know what to put in. I'm going to start with the number. If I put 4 in, just thinking ahead, 4. Let's try 4. So the equation in the calculator is going to look like this. It's going to be 6, remove the x, take away 2, minus, remove the x, and squared. So that's the equation I'm going for in the calculator. Let's have a look. 6, bracket, take away 2, bracket, oh no, delete, take away bracket, and then the squared. So there's my 6x squared, take away 2, minus x squared again. Now I'm just going to try some values and see if they're okay in the calculator. So I'm going to say x is, well, the most I can have is 4, so let's put 4 in there. And go back here and put a 4 in there. And I turn up with 6. Now can I plot 4, 6? 4, 6, yeah, I can plot that one. So let's have 4 as our starting value. 4, 6. And then we'll just try and come backwards, 3, 2, 1, and so on. So go back to the calculator. Let's say x is 3 this time. So we're going to put a 3 here for the x value. A 3 in that bracket, come backwards and put a 3 in this bracket as well, 3 there, press equals, and I've got 7, that's okay still. Come backwards, let's go with 2, so I'll delete that one and put 2 inside the brackets this time. Oops, delete that one and put 2 inside the brackets, and we get 6 again. Okay, so we've turned around now, so that's the turning point. Now remember, it's a minus x squared, so I'm looking for a U shape. So this is going to go up, hit the 7, come down, and then just keep coming, just fall down, isn't it? So now I'm going to go 2, 1, and a 0 for my x values. So when I put 1 in, I'm going to put them in both of them, I get 3, and then when I put 0 in, the 0, I'm going to get minus 2, I know this already, 3 to 0, it's going to be minus 2. I knew that because that was going to disappear for 0 and that was going to disappear for 0, so I was only going to be left with this bit in the middle. So there's my points. Let's plot them on the graph. So I've got 0 and minus 2 is down here. 0, minus 2, 1, 3, 2, 6, 3, 7, 4, 6. And if I had 5, then I would have 5 and I would have this one would be here. And then if I had 6, it would be down here, like that. Okay, they were the extra points I could have, because I know it's symmetrical about that 1 point. I can now draw the graph in, so I try and draw this smooth curve. So we're going upwards, we go upwards, up, try and hit the point, move round, and then come down. And I'm only going to go to that one because these were just the ones I made up. So there's my graph. You should label your graph. So I'll write on here y equals 6x minus y equals 6x minus 2 minus x squared, and this graph up here was y equals x squared plus 1. Just note on the 10 point idea, so this 10 where it turned around here 1, you could in fact have two numbers the same in the middle, and all that means would be if there were two 2's in the middle, it would turn at 2.5, but you don't work that value out. Okay, so don't worry if you don't have one single number in the middle for your turn round. And that's it, plotting graphs, quadratics, quite easy as long as you set up your calculator properly in this format, and then you just put the numbers in, plot the points, do the dot dot dot, have fun.